I went on a camping trip with my partner, and it was just so beautiful to be out in nature, getting back in touch with our circadian rhythms. I had a beautiful little tea ceremony. We camped in an exquisite pine forest, and it was just so special to me to be so connected to nature and just taking joy in the simple tasks like lighting a fire to boil water so that we can have a cup of tea, and just how much more you appreciate a cup of tea when you've taken the time to make a fire to actually boil the water. That was really special. I did a lot of yoga, I had a tea ceremony in the trees, we went on a hike, and we swam in the most exquisite rock pools. But it was so scary because when I was swimming in the one rock pool that looks like a little jacuzzi, I was just staring up at Sam and we were chatting. She was kind of looking at me really weirdly, and I felt something at my foot, but I didn't look at my foot, and she said that I must just relax. So I knew that there was something wrong, so I freaked out and I jumped out of the rock pool. And when I got out, she told me that there was a long snake that had crawled out of the rocks and had been swimming at my feet, and it was so scary because I literally felt it at my feet. But for some reason, I am so glad that I didn't look down. The pool was filled with a lot of frogs, so I had kind of just thought that it was a frog that had been, I don't know, chilling on my foot. I'm really thankful that I didn't look, because I think I would be super traumatized having seen a long snake crawling up to my feet. I like snakes, but I like them at a distance. I like snakes. I find them very interesting creatures, but I definitely do not want a snake curling up at my feet, especially when I am unaware that it's there. We then came home and there was another snake that was in the tree. We have no idea what kind of snake it was. It was a black snake. It was really long and really scary. And then I started feeling a little bit scared being in the pine forest, because not only were there snakes in the rock pools, but now there were also snakes in the tree there was also a snake in the tree right above our tent. So that kind of freaked me out, but luckily that was on the last day, so we still got to enjoy like a 3-day trip not being scared at all of any of the animals. But yeah, it was such a special trip, and I'm so glad that I went camping and that I spent time in nature. Every time I return to nature uninterrupted by phones or technology, I'm reminded by how healing it is to immerse yourself in nature without the distractions of the outside world. There was no cell phone reception where we were, which was actually just a blessing in disguise. I got to truly disconnect from my master's work. I got to disconnect from like the world around me, and that was really, really an important thing. I think that it is really important to take breaks from technology, breaks from your work, breaks from social media, and just come back into alignment with yourself and with your own natural rhythms. We all have different rhythms. We all have different things that we love to do. Being immersed in nature is one of the things that I really love to do. I know that I'm surrounded by nature every day. I have parks around my house, I have mountains, I have forests that I can go walk in, but it's a different experience when you're still in your everyday routine and you still have all the distractions of your phone and of work and all that kind of stuff. It is such a different experience when you get to go on a camping trip and you leave behind all the stuff that you have in your everyday life, and you just get to truly experience the nature around you and come back into cyclical living with the natural world. I love that because I'm so exposed to the light when we're camping. I go to sleep early and I wake up early, which is not usual for me because I'm quite a night owl. So all of that was just a really wonderful experience, and I will show you what we got up to. I really hope that you enjoy the footage that I filmed camping, and I'm sending you lots of love wherever you are in the world.
I'll never catch him while I'm this small. Curious butterflies.
You mean bread and butterflies?
Oh, yes, of course.
Boiling some water for tea. This is our makeshift kettle. A cup of coffee for Sam and some oat milk tea for me. Tea takes its time.
And the energy of them. They just like this and they're gone, but they give you this like, and now it's like a,
You mean they give you that prana?
yeah,
The
and now,
terror.
now it's like a myth, like where is it?
Yeah, it's true.
It's not something you see every day.
So what was your reaction when you saw the snake at my
I was
feet?
very calm.
Yeah, you
But I
were
did
pretty
feel
calm.
like I need to tell you, because obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
felt...
also all happened so quick.
It all
Is that
happened.
a twig or is that a snake?
Yeah.
And then when it went like this.
Yeah,
I knew.
yeah. I felt it at my feet. I thought it was a frog because as you can see, there's all these little frogs in this pool. So I kind of thought it was just a frog chilling on my foot. It kind of felt like it licked me, even though I know it didn't. But
it
that was what
obviously,
the
like,
feeling
scathed
was.
past you.
Yeah, I guess because it's in water. It felt like this, like it rippled here. So right over there is where I was standing, and Sammy saw a black snake at my feet, and I freaked out, even though she said I must be calm, and I jumped all the way there. Well, I swam and slipped all the way up there. So now we're here looking for the snake.
You went somewhere here.
Somewhere in that rock there.
Like it came from that side into this side.
I don't think we'll see it.
No.
Doesn't look so deep on camera, but it kind of drops a lot there.
I think it's just chilling behind the rock. How long would you like when it is chill?
Long. Well, I mean, it was chilling the whole time we've been swimming.
But maybe it came from like the rock in the water.
Sammy is fast asleep. Well, not fast asleep yet. Sammy is sleepy.